No need to use the concat function anymore after knowing this powerful Excel function. Welcome to day 11 of the 30 days Excel function challenge, and today's function is TEXTJOIN. Let's say we have this data in separate columns and want to combine it into one cell. Type TEXTJOIN. Add a separator, type true to ignore empty cells. Select the data and press enter. Drag the formula down. This makes text combining way easier. Try it out and comment Excel to know more about Excel function. My boss asked me for project cost details, excluding cancelled projects. Let's find it using the SUMIF function. Welcome to day 12 of 30 days Excel function challenge, and today's function is SUMIF. Type SUMIF. Select the status range, comma, in inverted commas, type not equal to using this sign, followed by cancelled. Next, select the sum range, which is the project cost column. Close the bracket and press enter. This formula sums the values only where the status is not cancelled. Comment Excel to know more about Excel functions and follow the Excel experience. Struggling with combining data? This function will change the way you work. Welcome to day 13 of 30 days Excel function challenge. And today's function is Vstack. Type Vstack, select this first range, comma, second, and third and press enter. And boom! Excel instantly stacks all the data in one place. Comment Excel to learn more about Excel functions and follow the Excel experience. Imagine you're working on a huge Excel file and want just specific columns. Copying manually is not an option when you can use this simple Excel function. Welcome to day 14 of 30 days Excel function challenge, and today's function is CHOOSECOLS. Just type CHOOSECOLS, select your data, specify the column numbers you need, and press enter. And just like that, Excel extracts only the columns you want, no deleting, no extra steps. Are you afraid of using pivot tables? Not anymore. Welcome to day 15 of the 30 days Excel function challenge, and today's function is PIVOTBY. My boss asked me to create this table from this dataset. Instead of manually setting up a pivot table, let's do it in just one formula. Simply type equals PIVOTBY, open parenthesis, then. For row fields, select products. For column fields, select region. For values, choose sales. And finally, select the aggregation function you need. Close the parentheses, hit enter, and done. Your pivot table is ready in seconds. Comment Excel to know more about Excel functions. My boss asked me to find the latest sales record for each city. Doing it manually is so time-consuming, so let me show you how to do it using this Excel function and make it completely automatic. Welcome to day 16 of the 30 days Excel function challenge, and today's function is offset. Type offset. Select the city name cell. This acts as your reference point because we'll move horizontally from that position. Comma, then type 0, since we don't want to move down any rows. Comma, next, type count and select the row containing the monthly sales for that city. This counts how many months of data. Close the parentheses, press enter, and drag the formula down. That's it. Now Excel will always show the most recent sales data for each city. Afraid of using VLOOKUP and XLOOKUP? Not anymore. Welcome to day 17 of 30 days Excel function challenge, and today's function is DGET. Type DGET. Select the dataset. Press F4. Select the field name. Select the criteria. Press F4. Close parenthesis and press enter. And it's done. Comment Excel to know more about Excel function. My boss asked me to calculate not just the plain average, but the weighted average of student marks. Let me show you how I did it using one of Excel's most versatile functions. Welcome to day 18 of 30 days Excel function challenge, and today's function is SUMPRODUCT. Type SUMPRODUCT, open parenthesis. Select marks column. Comma, select weightage column. Close parenthesis. SUMPRODUCT multiplies each marks with weightage and adds them all. Then we divide it by the total of the weightage column to get the weighted average marks. And that's how you get the accurate result, not just a basic average. Save this tip and follow for more. Welcome to day 19 of our 30 days Excel function challenge. Today's function is transpose. Want to convert your data from vertical to horizontal or vice versa? Just type transpose. Open parenthesis, select your data. Close the bracket. Press enter, and that's it. What's cool? If you change the original data, the transposed data updates automatically. No copy-paste needed. Try it and make your data work smarter. You're working in the HR department when suddenly your boss calls and says, "Can you quickly tell me the performance incentive percentage for all employees?" Now, here's the twist. I have incentive percentages based on both department and location. For example, if an employee is in USA and in the finance department, she gets 5%. If an employee is in Canada in the sales department, he gets 5.2%. As you know, manual entry is not an option when you're working with Excel. This is where index plus match saves the day. Welcome to day 20 of our 30 days Excel function challenge, and today's magic combo is index plus match. Type index. Select performance incentive column, press F4, comma. Type match, open parenthesis. Type 1, comma, open parenthesis, select department column, press F4. Is equals to, select department cell, close parenthesis, multiply sign. Open parenthesis, select location column, press F4. Is equals to, select location cell, close parenthesis, comma. 0 for exact match. Close parenthesis. And press enter. Drag the formula down. In just one formula, you get the exact incentive percentage without manually filtering or searching. So next time if you have multiple conditions to match in Excel, don't panic, just remember this trick.